Well, with us today from the El Toro Water District is the Director and Treasurer, Jose Vergara. Nice to see you again, sir.
Thank you, Ken. Nice to be here.
Yeah, and things certainly compared, I would say, to last year at this time, especially in Northern California, things are looking significantly better than what they were. So down here in Southern California, didn't get nearly the El Nino went to the north, didn't it? We got a little bit better rain, but certainly not what we wanted.
Thank you, Ken. It gave me an opportunity to give an update to the people of Laguna Woods and also thank them because of the efforts they did. And this is my fourth year with El Toro, and that means I am up for re-election in November.
Right.
So I'll be talking to people around. So if you see me around with a big sign, that's me. I'll be glad to. But yes, last year, 1 year ago, we were in trouble.
Yeah.
We were in trouble, and the governor actually mandated cuts to the water that we provided. So we had to establish some regulations. This regulation ultimately were applied over the customers. So the customers were the one taking the big load of it. And I'm glad to say that they really, really responded.
Right.
And we are thankful to them. For example, El Nino, let me show you where we were last year.
Yeah, on the first slide, the drought improvement in 2016.
You can see the map from the October.
Yeah.
The whole state was under duress because of the drought. El Nino did come, and El Nino did deliver. El Nino is the phenomenon that changes the way the precipitation happens.
Right.
And because this was a strong Nino, most of the water was deposited on the north.
Right.
And same as snow. We did have a significant amount of snow, which is going to allow us to have some water in the summer.
Right.
So El Nino did deliver. Unfortunately, we have been in 3-4 years of drought, and 1 year of good rain doesn't help much. It helped for this year to the point that we can alleviate a little bit the restrictions, but we have to continue serving.
Right, exactly. So we're going to go look at local weather conditions, and you have photos here of Irvine Lake.
Yeah, the Irvine Lake is right here by Silverado Canyon. We have some runoff from there, the natural runoff, and that water is actually being used by one of the municipalities here for drinking purposes and also for recreation. You can see there's no boat there.
Yeah.
Nobody can be there.
Yeah.
That shows how little water we got down in the south.
Right, exactly. And I know that, they did close that off to recreational boating not too long ago. And one of the reasons was that. As we look at the next slide, the annual precipitation, and Santa Ana, is that where the main, because that's the county seat, that's where they take the totals
Yes, we
from?
have measurement in Santa Ana. Unfortunately, you cannot see the graphic colors here.
Yeah.
But the last 4 years, you can see from 2011 to 2012, is 5 years in a row where we have a significant drought. That is exactly what we're talking about. And right now, we are 5 years below average. 2 or 3 years before, in the last 20 years, we had some significant. So that confirms the pattern that we have in Southern California of drought. 7 years of drought and then 1 year of water, and then we had to live with it.
Right, exactly. So in the next slide, too, you're showing about Northern California, how they've accumulated this year.
Well, you can see that we have good precipitation. This is what we were talking about. Thanks to that, the State Water Project is going to be delivering 60% of the allocation.
Right.
Remember, last year we started with 0.
Right.
And it went down to 10% or 5%.
Yeah.
So that is significant. So this year we're going to have enough water, and we are going to be taking the regional approaches to save water in our storage. We need to replenish our storage, both groundwater and reservoirs.
Right, exactly. The snowpack level, of course, is up in Northern California, of course, in the Sierras, and also in the Colorado River Basin. Overall, it's been a really great year.
El Nino, as I said, El Nino did deliver. It went a little bit soon than what we expected, but it did. Now, the map that shows to the right is the Colorado River. The Colorado River has an advantage that has a large storage amount, That's storage volume.
Right.
But still it's in a drought. This is even a longer drought.
Right.
The significance is that the large reservoirs allow us to continue using it. However, Lake Mead, where Las Vegas is
Yes.
actually lowering.
Right.
Lowering the level to the point that Las Vegas had to build a new intake because the one is going to be
really?
above in the air.
Okay.
So that's happening this year.
Wow.
So we have to keep watching and thinking about what's happening in the Colorado River too.
Yeah, it's amazing because as we know they keep keep building everywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
this is a report on the stage of the reservoirs.
Right.
You can see that they're way below the normal. To the right, you have the number that used to be the average normal, and then to the left, you can see that we are really below. We need some more rain. We need some more water exchanges, and this is what we look up at our regional metropolitan
Right.
water district to do this. They are doing this to bring some water to us, and then which bring us to what the governor is going to do. Now, we did meet in the next
Okay,
slide.
on the next page, the water supply conclusions.
In the next slide, we are going to see, for example, that the water supply in California are better.
Right.
They are still below the normal. If you can
If we
pass
go
the next,
the one that's the water supply conclusions page, and there we go. And we can see that, I've heard about this, that there may be some relaxed restrictions in certain areas.
Yes.
Is that true? Okay.
there is a still concern that we need to continue saving, but the governor, through the state board, decided that we do not want to put the same pressure on the people, because last year there were some agencies that were forced to reduce the usage of water, like City of Yorba Linda, 36%.
Right.
And their income, their revenues, is based on the water that they sell.
Right.
And because it was reduced so drastically, they didn't have enough revenue. They had to increase the water rates. And then people don't like to
Right, and that
to
makes
pay
perfect
more than
sense.
water, yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
we've seen this even with other things as well, with electrical systems and
Electrical.
things. People do the right thing, then they feel like, okay, now we're being penalized for doing the right
So
thing.
bottom line is, the year was good for us, but we still are in a drought, and we need to do something about it. There are more restrictions to come.
Right.
One of the things that is showing in the graphic now is, although El Nino brought lots of water, because of the legal restriction that we have in the Delta, a certain amount of water has to go to the ocean.
Right.
We lost it. We couldn't pump that water because the legal biological definition, or the biological opinion that the judge said, doesn't allow us to pump water when there is fish present. And when there is turbidity, the fish lives there. We couldn't pump. The equivalent of water that went out to the ocean would have been enough to serve us for 1 year.
Wow.
So in 3 or 4 months, we lost the amount that we could have used in a
Right.
year. So this is a very important graphic because it shows that how we met. We had to reduce the usage of water by 24%. We got 25%. So yesterday we got an award for our local agency, member agency, recognizing that we did an extra effort and we did 25%.
Yeah.
And you can see there is a red and blue. It was accomplished because we have a red. The red is the recycled water.
Right.
We were able to save the water because we have recycled water right now. So that was part of the vision that the board of directors, previous board of directors, and the current board of directors and staff did when we accomplished this project in less than 2 years.
Right, exactly. And then on the state regulations, you just kind of go over the look ahead and
Basically
such,
what
yeah.
you said. It's going to be relaxed a little bit. We don't have yet a final form, but what the governor wants to do is that we report what are
Right.
we going to do. This is
Right.
better because now we have an experience of a year.
Yes.
So we're going to be assuming that the next 3-4 years are going to be the same. And we're going to have certain restrictions. We may relax a little bit penalties or some sort of those rates, but we're going to continue asking people to continue to save.
Right, exactly. And I think people have kind of gotten that rhythm going where they kind of know what to do, and it seems to, it seems to work.
And we count on people, and we're very thankful to our customers, especially the Laguna Wood, the city of Laguna Wood, where they went the extra effort to do removal of grass, upgrade of all the systems. So, and the people themselves, they were very conscious. In our, we have a quarterly meeting we call CAG, the Committee Advisory Group. We have most of the leaders on Laguna Wood attend this meeting, and we keep them always updated on what's going on, and they do exert their power, with the neighborhood to help us maintain the levels that we want of water.
All right, and of course on the screen here we have different websites that you can go to and get all kinds of information there, and even some advice and some help and things that are available to you. So they're all good websites to go to. And we thank you for coming on. It's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sure we'll probably see you again before November.
August, probably in September.
We'll see you then. All right, good to see you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.